I am the greatest.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit. Just stick and move. And making you understand. Now stick and move. Keep your hands up.
Welcome to a new episode of the Stick and Move podcast. I'm your host, Trey, here with my homeboy, Sam. And today we are discussing the top 3 most overrated heavyweight boxers of all time. I have a feeling this one's going to be a heater. So, Sam, let's just go right into it. Let's go into the face melter. Give me your number 3 most overrated heavyweight of all time.
Look, I could have gone and researched and gone through history way back. But I'm going to go on my history, my history. And I got 3, heavyweights that I've always thought, man, these guys are overrated, blah, blah, blah. I got actually more than 3, but I'm going to name my 3. My number 3 is Anthony Joshua.
Oh, talk to me, bro.
Anthony Joshua, bro. He's a big, athletic dude that was hyped up, by in the UK or wherever he's from. In my opinion, losing to Usyk twice, right?
Twice.
And then getting knocked out by Andy Ruiz. I think that the dude was all hype. Don't get me wrong, he has a vicious left hook or a vicious right, but I think he was overhyped, to be created to be one of these best heavyweights in recent history. In my opinion, Anthony Joshua is an overhyped, overrated boxer.
I'll admit something, bro. I fell for the hype. Okay. He has that body, bro, that I used this metaphor before, that the statue of David was envious of.
Yeah.
Good looking guy, strong. And I agree with you. Probably the most vicious jab I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is a jab I want nothing to do with. But, bro, once he got his soul taken from Reese, it was over, brother. It is done, man. I mean, I'm starting to, it was hard for me because I actually liked him. I actually thought he would have been a good fight for Deontay Wilder. That was to me, that was more of the dream fight than him and Tyson Fury. But dude, like he has not recovered. I don't know if it's like a permanent injury he's not disclosing or something, but he has not been the same since. So I'm actually good with him being your number 3. You have anything else to add to that?
Yeah, it's just that, when I think of Anthony Joshua, when I made my decision today, when we were coming up with this topic, I thought to myself, how would Anthony Joshua do against Mike Tyson? How would he do against Riddick Bowe? How would he do with Vander Holyfield? How would he do with Foreman? How would he do with Tyson Fury? How would he do with David Tua? And I just said, you know what? This guy was all hype. He's overrated.
I haven't heard Tua in a long time.
For me, he's an overrated, overhyped boxer, heavyweight boxer. That's about it. So what's your number 3?
All right, dude. I'm going to ruin some lives here. And I am going. Hey, guys. Trey here. If you love today's controversial episode and you want to see our channel grow, please drop a like, subscribe, and also comment. Sam and I are always going back and forth with those commenters on our controversial topics and opinions, and we love it so much. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, most importantly, so our channel can grow and we can give you guys the best content as possible. Sam and I were always uploading multiple videos a week, and we want to continue doing that, and we need your help. So go ahead and subscribe, guys. And most importantly, like I always say, don't forget to stick and move, baby. Smoking Joe Frazier, bro.
Wow, overrated. Wow, okay. Tell me why.
I'll be honest with you, bro. He is one of my favorite fighters to watch. Yes, he was in classics. 100%. You and I did a whole episode on Thriller Manila. You and I need to do an episode on the first two bouts, right? The fight of the century at Madison Square Garden and so on. No doubt about it. He was part of some epic clashes.
He
But
beat
with
Muhammad
only,
Ali.
I was about to say, his notable win was Muhammad Ali. But after that, who was it? Uh, Buster Mathis. Uh, I mean, look, bro. He lost to Ali, and look, even his fight, the one fight that he had against Oscar. I was gonna say Oscar Bonaventura, which he actually beat. That's another one of his notable wins. Uh, Muhammad Ali, man. That was his first major fight after his suspension. So he got a raw Muhammad Ali going into that fight, not a season prime Ali. He was already out of his prime. This is Ali's first fight. So it was more of a timing thing for Joe Frazier. And Joe Frazier eked it out with that epic leaping left hook in that, what was it, 11th or 12th round? I'm drawing a blank right now, to beat Muhammad Ali. But he loses both rubber matches. Dude, when he fought George Foreman, that is the iconic, sign off. Down goes Frazier, right?
Chief Dundee, Ali's trainer, right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! The heavyweight champ.
He fights George Foreman again, shaves his head off for some reason. And bro, like, what are his other notable wins? When he fought the big monsters, he didn't show up except for the first time beating him. Look, he lost to Foreman twice badly. He lost to Ali twice. His notable wins, like I said, Oscar Bonaventura, Jerry Query, and Ali after a suspension. I don't know. Yes, he is a legend. Yes, he's all-time great. I get it. But I need a little bit more, man. Talk to me. I know you think I'm crazy, but talk to me.
No. I just look. I understand everything you're saying. I understand
Mhm,
everything you're saying, bro. I just
mhm.
think that he went on a 15, what is almost 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali, bro.
He went
Was this
45 rounds with Muhammad Ali.
to do 45 rounds with Muhammad Ali, brother?
Yeah, yeah.
Look. I understand your criticism, but I think there could have been, but I think there's some other heavyweights out there, bro, that don't can't fill his shoes, bro. That's just my opinion.
Uh,
He went to war, gave us what is Thriller Manila, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Listen.
whew, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
I've given you my heavyweights that were champions. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, I guess this is a different topic then. But to me, yes, you're right. There's way bigger busts than him. But, and I know like all the comments are going to discredit me on this 100%. I just don't like, beside he was a match made in heaven for Muhammad Ali. But after that, bro, he was a big dud. George Foreman, I didn't even think they combined for 5 rounds or two fights together. You know what I'm saying? It's just that on the biggest matches against George Foreman, who was the other monster, he couldn't do anything. And I just need a little bit more on the resume for him to be so great. Muhammad Ali, yes. George Foreman, yes. All-time greats. Sonny Liston, all-time greats. Marciano, all-time great, right? And even then, we're going to get comments on there saying, Marciano, Sonny Liston, you're crazy. Should not be on that list. Sure, should be on the overrated list. So I know that's a controversial hot take, but I honestly believe it. I think in the biggest fight, he just came up short. And he lost. I think the Ali fight, the fight of the century, was a timing fight. I think if Ali never had that suspension, I think Ali would have schooled him all day long.
All right.
But anyways, that's my opinion. All right, give me your number 2. What is your number 2?
My number 2 is I will never forget this, bro. I'll never forget this, bro.
Talk to me, bro.
When Mike Tyson got knocked out by James Buster Douglas, bro.
Yeah.
When James Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson, they, he was crowned the new king of the heavyweight division, bro. But I did not fall for it.
Mm.
I knew that something was totally wrong. I knew that he caught Mike Tyson on an off night. But
Well,
people, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's what I'm trying to say with Frazier Ali. He caught Ali after Ali fought 2 or 3 fights after his suspension with Frazier. I'm just saying it was a timing thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. But he didn't go 12 rounds, Anyways, he knocked out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
You
right.
know, anyways, everybody had him as this. You know who didn't fall for it? Evander Holyfield didn't fall for it.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Holyfield didn't fall for it. They knew that he got lucky, bro. The world was Buster Douglas. He was all over all the late night talk shows, everything. But I didn't fall for it, and he got knocked out, and I knew he was gonna get knocked out. I wanted to see how bad he was gonna get knocked out. He was overhyped. He caught Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson he knew Mike Tyson was partying, and jet lag, everything that goes on fighting on the other side of the world. And I just think that he was an overhyped boxer, and he's in the books as a heavyweight champion, former, and the one to knock out Mike Tyson. But I guess that's what it says in the books. But I mean, you got it. The guy was overhyped, man. It was
Right.
it was a reach. It was an overreaction. That we knew that he was lucky just holding those titles, in my opinion.
Look, bro, you know what Douglas reminds me of, man?
Mm.
He was the 90s version of Andy Ruiz, bro. Ortiz Ruiz, right?
Andy
Well, he was a
Ruiz.
90. Yeah, he was a 90s version of Andy Ruiz, bro. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Where after he upsets the world, right? They got fat. They did a lot of interviews. They were on every single magazine cover and so on. Like they were the big time news. Now, granted, Andy Reese lost his weight, but I agree with you, man. Douglas, I'm with you. I did not buy it either. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nope, he's not gonna do it. And it was so sad, bro, because that robbed us the chance to see Evander Holyfield actually fight Tyson before
Mm-hmm.
Tyson went off to prison, of course, or had his prison and suspension. But yeah, dude, I'm with you, dude. Buster Douglas, he was actually on my list. I wanted to put him on there, but I didn't want to. I really wanted to put in Joe Frazier because I think that is a elephant in the room for me, at least personally. I'm a huge fan of Frazier, but in terms of well, we already talked about it. But anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool with your number. I'm cool with your number 2, Buster Douglas, bro.
Okay, so who is your number 2?
My number 2, bro, is another 70s icon, and that is Ken Norton, bro.
Oh,
Ken
okay, yeah.
Norton. Ken Norton, bro. I mean, yes, he beat Muhammad Ali that first time, broke his jaw, right? It's already well established. Shredded, big giant of a boxer. But bro, that's his only notable win. I mean, you look at the list. I mean, he got knocked out by Ernie Shavers. He lost to Holmes. He lost to Ali 2 to 3 times. He got knocked out by George Foreman. I mean, his notable wins, I mean, besides Ali is Randall Cobb and Young, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not mistaken. That's it. That's it. And he's up there in the lure. I mean, when we did our episode, Tyson versus the 70s Monsters, he was on the top 4 there. And I remember thinking, should it be him or Ernie Shavers? And the reason why I chose him is because he actually beat Muhammad Ali. But I mean, this is a guy, he looked like an action hero, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah. He was a
when it
monster.
came to the big fight, yeah, when it came to the big fights, he just didn't have it. I think he caught Muhammad Ali, and it's so funny, right? Because he's the greatest, and he's at the end of all these fights here. But I have
What
to
was
put
his
him
greatest?
at
Sorry to interrupt, but what was his greatest accomplishments? Is beating Muhammad
well,
Ali?
it's beating Muhammad Ali and maybe what Randall Cobb, maybe I'm thinking. You know,
So you got him over
Jimmy
Joe
Young,
Frazier?
Jimmy Young. Well, Joe Frazier's number 3, so he's the lowest of the most overrated. You know what I'm saying? So this guy
Mm.
is number 2. Number 1 is the most overrated.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, okay. I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
All right. All right. You have any thoughts on Ken Norton? Go ahead.
No, no, I agree 100%. I agree 100% because Muhammad Ali is the only thing his greatest victory. Other
And
than that, I mean, go ahead.
I mean, he didn't really win a heavyweight title. I think it was a WBO title he actually won, but that was because Michael Spinks gave it up. And but to be fair, Michael Spinks just didn't want to fight Ken Norton. He was like, "No, I don't want to get in the ring with that guy." So Spinks abandoned the belt, and he fought. Oh man, I'm trying to blank on who he fought. But that was his way of winning the title. It was more like a tournament to get the belt. But he never really defeated a world champion. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah, yeah.
can't really give him the respect. Phenomenal fighter. He is a legend, but I have to put him my number 2 most overrated heavyweights of all time. All right.
Hmm.
So let's get it. Drum roll, please. What is your number 1 and why? Melt my face.
Remember, we're going on my timeline of my life and what I
Talk
saw
to me.
and what I saw as being really overhyped. This is a funny one for all you guys out there and girls. This is a funny one, but I have to I have to bring it up because I got tired of the talk. Is
I know where you're
is
going. I know where you're
yeah,
going.
it's Eric Esch Butterbean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got tired of the talk that this dude, we want to see him against Mike Tyson.
I remember that.
He'll knock out Mike Tyson, blah, blah, blah. That guy he was hyped by Vegas. He was hyped by the crowd. He was just like a side dish, for the main events. But they carried this guy for so long, bro, as being the 4 round king. If let's see him fight Mike Tyson. He's gonna knock out Mike Tyson. Blah blah blah. Butterbean was the most overhyped heavyweight we had in the ring. That I've ever seen in my life, bro.
It
Honestly.
was it was one of those, like, I always thought he was like a gimmick fighter, like he was Jake Paul before Jake Paul.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Like
exactly.
I never took him seriously, bro. I mean, tell me, what was his like? Did he have any notable wins, or was he literally fighting plumbers? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, literally, he was. He was fighting high
Yeah.
school coaches, janitors. He was.
Yeah.
Science teachers and all that. And people were at attendance, bro. Me too.
Yeah.
Watching
Yeah.
this, him clobber
Yeah.
some guy that retired from being a bus driver or whatever. Blah blah blah. But the dude was the most overhyped heavyweight. The fact that there was people that had him in conversations like, with Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson, bro, it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, I remember that, dude. Yeah, it was like I remember going to school in high school,
Mm.
and people were like, "Dude, did you watch the Butterbean fight?" I'm like, "What?" And it was more like he was like borderline. Yeah, he was borderline mythological, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I never bought into it. I was never a fan of his. I was never like I never had a poster of him on my wall or anything like that. But I'm cool with that being your number 1. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, he was just a gimmick fighter. I think he was a '90s version of Jake Paul, if I can put it out. Which, by the way, people are asking us to do an episode on Jake
Oh,
Paul. So
okay. All right.
our listeners out there, let us know in the comments. Besides me being crazy for having Joe Frazier #1, should we do an episode on Jake and Logan Paul? Let us know. But going to my #1, and I had a conversation with a few people online in our comment section. So if you guys are new to our channel, you guys leave comments. Sam and I are always going back and forth with our commenters. We love you guys. And I got to agree, man. This guy, to me, I never understood. I mean, I guess I could see why people love him. But people bought into the hype. I don't think the hype is real. But I'm going with my #1, Deontay Wilder, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Look, bro, I mean, before I get into his notable wins and losses, right? Dude, he was the definition of a street brawler in gloves. He had that wide swing punches, that wild punches that I remember every time I would watch him. Yeah, it was magnificent seeing him knock out, to be honest, mostly plumber fighters with these haymaker punches. But I remember thinking, oh, dude, he fights a real boxer. He has zero chance. He has zero chance. And when we saw him against Tyson Fury, that's what we saw. You know what I'm saying? We saw the guy. I know the first fight was controversial, but dude, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, won every single one of those rounds except for the 9th to 12th round when he went down. Besides that, he got schooled 34 of the 36 rounds that he fought with Tyson Fury, in my opinion. And then you look at his notable wins. I mean, he got that late KO to Luis Ortiz, which many people were saying that Ortiz was beating Deontay Wilder in that portion of the fight. I think out of all our guys, I do think he would have beaten Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua he has that weak chin, man. But I cannot give it to Deontay Wilder as being an all-time great. And there are many, many fans. I've seen top threes where they give us our top threes on our top 3 greatest heavyweights of all time. I've seen plenty of them say Deontay Wilder on there, and I just do not see it. Go ahead. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, me, in my opinion, bro, when he knocked out Severn,
Severn, yeah.
Severn, whatever his name is, he
I
knocked out
I think
Luis
they went the
Ortiz.
distance, though, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I know he knocked out one of those guys. I don't know,
Yeah.
just anyways, when I saw him knocking out everybody and everybody was talking about he's the hardest puncher in heavyweight history, you know, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to think because they're like, once he hits you with the right hand, it's over, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I was seeing. He was. But once he got into with a fighter that knew and that was not afraid of him, that boxed, like Tyson Fury, bro, he just exposed him, man.
And he hasn't
He
recovered since
exposed
then.
him, and he hasn't recovered since then. And what I saw was somebody that actually does not know how to box.
Right.
And pretty much to me, Deontay Wilder, after I saw what Tyson Fury had did to him, Deontay Wilder is like that video game boxer that you have to fight. You have to find that weakness and ping,
I
ping,
love
ping,
that,
ping,
bro.
ping, and then you
I
time
love
it and
that.
hit it. That's what it was. And then boom,
Wow.
you can get him.
That's
Can he beat Anthony Joshua? Yeah, he can. He'll knock out Anthony
yeah.
Joshua. But when it comes to more crafty boxers, I don't think that Wilder can pull it off, man.
Wow,
So I
that was a
agree.
phenomenal metaphor. I love that right there, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm going to address the elephant in the room because we had an episode, one of our early episodes, most overrated boxers, and I had Mike Tyson on there, my #1. And to be honest, guys, I left Mike Tyson off this list purposely. Um, and you know what? I feel that Tyson would still do better against these guys. We already had the episode how I think he would do with Joe Frazier. I'm standing on that ground, but that's why I don't have Mike Tyson. Did you feel like any obligation to add Mike Tyson on this list?
Not compared to the three guys that I brought up.
All right.
You know,
Even the guy who beat him.
Yeah,
Because you
even
have the
that.
guy who,
No, yeah. But I mean, Tyson would have ripped his head off. Tyson was partying. Any other day, I don't think Tyson would have lost to Buster Douglas at all.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? I mean, compared to these three guys, Tyson has accomplished way more, in my
Right,
opinion.
right.
You know?
Okay. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you guys. So that, like I said, I knew that was going to be fireworks that entire episode. I love this episode. Do you have any final words for our listeners out there?
Yeah, just to leave some comments, and we'll try to reply to all the comments, and to share our channel so we can continue growing, and to like and share.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Sam and I, we're gonna start doing some more live episodes coming soon. So, and he'll be in his truck doing so. And guys, just continue to subscribe. We need those numbers to come on up so we can continue giving you guys new episodes every Monday and Wednesday, and a couple of reels in between. Other than that, guys, we're gonna leave it there. And like I always say, don't forget to stick and move, baby.
I am the greatest. I wish I was 50 years younger and I